Yeah, there's a story right here. You got the fire, you got the game. So here's the question: living in Southwest on Wakefield, were you zoned or recruited to go to Pulaski Heights?
Neither. Right.
So people that don't, before you go there, people that don't know, Pulaski Heights is over there by the mall.
It's in the Heights.
Yeah, in the Heights.
Yeah, it's in the Heights.
In the Heights. Yeah.
If you go past the houses behind Pulaski Heights, you down there by the river.
You down by the river for sure.
Right. But nah, I wasn't supposed to go to PH. I used to play at Thrasher, and I played for B Level. Y'all know who B Level is. Yeah. Y'all on podcast.
Yeah, shout out to B Level, man. He got his podcast over there. Shout out to B Level, man.
Right. B Level used to have this team called the Bulls at Thrasher. And he was the guy who introduced me to like playing like organized basketball, outside of elementary. And I was the guy for him, right? But then Gerald Gant had a team called the Jazz. And Gerald was Gerald really introduced me to life because Gerald was us, but he had class. Right. And he was us now. I ain't saying he wasn't us. Yeah. He had class.
Sure.
He was the first guy that was like, hey, you gonna play AU for me, in the summer. And at the time, him and B Level were they wouldn't like, because they battling. We beat them, they beat us, and it was back then. Those games used to be packed in Thrash, like it was all the wall. You had Power 92 in the gym.
Oh yeah,
it was
Luther in there.
It was a big deal. Yeah.
Sit down.
Yeah, right. Luther in there, right? Luther loved the double. R.I.P. Luther. Yeah, man. But Gerald asked me to play for his AAU team. He was with the Rockets. Coach Allen. I think Coach Allen just passed not too long ago. But he was over the Rockets, and Gerald was gonna coach AAU. So I started playing with them.
Okay.
And Gerald, like I said, he had class, man. Gerald had a nice house out in Pecan Lake.
Yeah, man. No big Gerald.
Multiple cars, and I never forget. After one of our games, man, he had this white Lex. He had rims on. It was nice. It was clean.
This was Ice Cream Man was out too, wasn't it? This was Ice Cream Man.
I get in the car, and he listening to jazz music. Like Gerald listened to jazz. This early 90s.
Yeah.
And I remember looking at him. I'm like, can you change the music?
And
he was like, oh, no, none of that go on.
And for people that don't know, Pecan Lake, back then, Pecan Lake was a big thing. That was big. Pecan Lake, you doing something.
Yeah, but he was like, nah, we this is what we listen to in here. You gonna ride with me. This how we gonna ride, right? So he was kind of showing me a different side of life,
Sure.
And he took me in. I used to go over his house, his wife cook, all that. I'd be with his boys, little Gerald, Dominique, right? Yeah. Man, he had an incident that happened, and I didn't know. Like, he kept all that away from me.
For sure.
I didn't know. And,
a lot of the good ones, dude, they keep it away from you. Really don't know.
I had no idea.
No idea. Yeah.
Right. So he took me over. One day he picks me up at home and he's like, all right, I'm finna take you to school you finna go to. Me, I'm like, where I'm going? He like, Pulaski Heights. And I'm like, Pulaski Heights? I'm going to Cloverdale. He's like, you ain't going to Cloverdale.
He's taking you down University. He's like, man, we going way down. I ain't
he's like, you ain't going to Cloverdale. This is him. This is he ain't talk to my mom. He ain't talk to nobody. You know what I mean?
That sound like Big Gerald.
Yeah, you're not going to Cloverdale. You're going to Pulaski Heights. So when he get over there, I get out the car and he introduced me to Stan Williams, the head coach. And he introduced me and he tell me to go downstairs, go, Pulaski Heights, you got to walk down to get to the court. And that's the first time I saw Vincent and Big Derrick, right? They were big time basketball players at that time, and they were in there playing 1-on-1. So I went down there and started shooting with them. And then he called me back upstairs. He was like, all right, he gonna take you home. Talking about Coach Williams.
Yeah, for sure.
He was like, and I'm gonna see you later. And that was like the last time I saw him.
Yeah.
Right? He was like, you gonna be straight. He gonna take you home, whatever. And that was the last time I saw him before he went and did, his time.
Yeah, for sure.
And Coach Williams was like, hey, I'm gonna take care of you, whatever. So he took me home and he talked to my mom. Of course, that conversation I wasn't privy to. They didn't allow me to sit in the room and have that conversation.
Yeah,
but by the time he left, the decision was made that I was going to Pulaski Heights. That's how he ended up. He didn't recruit me or nothing like that. It was Big Gerald saying, hey, this is one of the things on my list that I want to make sure is straight before I go do what I got to do. Yeah. And that's how that happened.